Hey everybody, it's your boy Muse, and can we talk about male characters in ZZZ real quick? I'm not gonna lie, I can understand why Zenless is not very confident with their male characters. In fact, I can see why they would rather release a robot in the place of a man, right? Because even if you look at the male designs of our limited characters, I mean, Haramasa holds up pretty decently. Hugo, there was some problems in the beginning. We were asking to improve Hugo's model in the beginning. But yeah, Bonway's just cool, is just his kit made him unplayable, and he was right before a Void Hunter. And Billy was right before 3.0. However, I'm still not taking that as an excuse. How dare y'all not support Billy? But when it comes to the male designs of characters, I'm truly looking at it objectively, and I'm sitting here like, what kind of male character would I throw my pulls at? And outside of Pompeii, I can't confidently say, well, Pompeii and Billy and Bonway had they not made his kit so complicated. For me personally, right? But outside of Pompeii, wait, I'm not even gonna count Billy and Bonway because they're robots. I'm talking about strictly dudes, not even Lycon, because he attracts the furries. So strictly just regular guys. Yeah, there was a lot of hang up on Monato not being an S rank, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We've had S rank males after S rank males, and nobody has come to show up and put out cash on these guys. Alright? So I don't want to hear, oh, if they were more confident with the characters and their kits, because Billy is actually that guy. Now don't get me wrong, he's still a bad investment because Yishuan takes care of all Rupture content, but Billy was one of the better units, and he has the popularity, and yet his sales still did not reflect those thoughts. So I don't want to hear it anymore. I really don't. If a male character comes out, look, Severian, that man is gonna flop because look at his design. He's not even all that. He's not even cool. He's not even Shoshomaru. He's one of the most middest design we've seen thus far. If you told me to pull for Severian or Hugo, I'd actually have to sit down and think about it. I need to see those kits. I would really need to see those kits for me to think about pulling between Severian and Hugo. Because if you're just saying looks, well, I am straight. But still, that doesn't mean anything. Because if you put a cool dude in front of me, I'm going to be like, yeah, let me pull on that. Arknights did it with Camille. But when it comes to Zenless Zone Zero, I've only felt like pulling Billy and Bonway. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm doing a challenge. And the only other male that has shown that kind of presence where it's like, oh, let me throw my pulls at him is Pompeii. I have not felt that way about any other dude. Now, there is the detective. He actually looks like he is pull worthy, right? If he had a decent kit, I would actually think of throwing pulls at him. Looks wise, the detective is close to being limited character worthy, right? And then there's that blonde dude. He doesn't look limited worthy, but if they spruced him up a bit, I can see him being a limited character. But I really think the male models in ZZZ are not that strong. They don't look like badass characters you want to pull outside of Pompeii. But maybe I'm tripping because, no, actually, I can't even say I'm tripping because there is some copium running around when people say, oh, I would pull for Damien. Seriously? You'd pull for Damien? Damien looks like a regular businessman in a suit. Are you serious? At least Ye Guang's brother, sure, but even then, when I look at him, I'm still debating, would you be an A rank or an S rank? And then when he did transform, he did have a better chance of being an S rank. They still gotta tweak him just a bit. They gotta tweak him a little bit because unless that kid is solid, I can't see him being pulled on strictly for the looks. Outside of like copium of everyone going, oh, we don't get that many male characters, so every male character is hot. That's how I'm starting to feel about anyone who says, "Oh, the male characters are cool." I mean, don't get me wrong. Minato was actually cool. He was actually cool. I can kind of see some people going for him if he was A rank, but then the stats show that y'all wouldn't. So I low-key don't even want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear anything about, oh, they need more male characters, because nobody's coming out and showing out. No one's representing. We're caring more about meta. In fact, the only argument you can make is make a male Void Hunter, which there is a chance. There's about 2 chances, actually 3 chances, of a male Void Hunter coming out, so we'll see. I know I didn't seem very organized with this video, but that's just my thoughts. I really don't feel like the male design in ZZZ is strong enough to warrant them being male characters, or pushing out more male characters than like 1 every 5 girls, or 6. Because honestly, Pompey was literally that one character that when I saw him, I was like, oh snap! Oh, I hope he's a character! Oh! Even though I'm playing a challenge account, so it probably wouldn't matter and I probably wouldn't be able to have him. But those are my thoughts. I mean, and I feel like Moors and that orangutan would make decent 4 stars, but they would be 4 stars. Because if you made Morris or the orangutan an S rank, I'm sorry, y'all are coping if you think they would be great S ranks. Coping hard. But go ahead and tell me in the comments if you disagree or agree. I mean, Lighter's decent. Lighter's decently cool. But I almost want to say, out of the Sons of Caledon, he's one of the most generic designs. I could understand why he was about to be an A rank at first. If it wasn't for his kit holding him up, I don't know. Tell me, like, design-wise, do any of these male characters make you just say, oh, I gotta pull them? Or, and look into your heart. Look into your heart before you tell me this answer. Or are you just coping and saying, well, they dropped one, so let me pull on them? And I'm not talking about the robots. I'm not talking about the furries. I'm talking about the strictly human males. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far into the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If I won the 50-50 TR hearts, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, I will be wishing you a good night.
See you later, too.